Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders.
What is going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back again for another post-game show here on the Flex Zone podcast. Unfortunately, a losing effort tonight by the Washington Commanders. They fall 27-18 to the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field on the Thursday night opener for the NFL on Prime. We had the season opener last week on NBC. I'm joined by my right-hand man, one half of the Founding Fathers, the senior producer, captain of the Goofy Ship, and the Commanderlorian, Crevonte, baby.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up.
How you feeling, brother?
Not great. Not great. But I can't say I didn't see this coming though. So, it is what it is. I'm not I'll get into more why the little things of why I'm upset, but I'm not upset, just irritated. Because I did not pick them to win, and I was close to the score. If they would have scored another touchdown, and I guess
he would have made those 2 field goals.
God damn, you just pissed me off. I don't want to do this shit no more. You just pissed me off. I said 27-24. And sure enough, Matt Gay missed 2 field goals. And look at that. That would have been 27-24. Crazy, man. But yeah, we'll definitely get into it, man. I was shaking my head at quite a bit in this game.
Let's work back to front, because I do want to start with the sad news with the injuries, Crevonte. They were dropping like flies out there. Real quick, we had Austin Eckler Achilles. He is out.
That sucks.
Non-contact injury. You saw the count for him. We'll get to all the injuries at one. You saw Austin Eckler. Uh, Jonathan Jones did come back. He went down. Noah Brown was out the rest of the game. Dietrich Wise was caught as well. And who else got hurt?
Brandon Coleman.
Bates. Yeah, John Bates.
John Bates, he was out. He got downgraded out. Brandon Coleman left, came back. Yeah, it was rough, man. It was rough, but that's sometimes how it be on them Thursday night games, man. I not a fan of them, but short week and we had to travel. This was bound to happen, but out of the good, bad, ugly, I believe that is the ugliest part of this game. We had so many injuries, so many guys that were out. Our saving grace is that we have a mini bye, so we got some time to get better. But of all the things that I could talk about that did not go well, the ugliest is that the injury report will be significant after this game.
Make sure if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. If you're watching on X, come on over to YouTube, subscribe to the Flex Zone. Appreciate each one of you. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's go to the first quarter, Crevonte, because I always say start fast, especially when you're on the road. Green Bay's first two drives, 7 plays, 96 yards, 335. Second drive, 10 plays, 92 yards, 450. And the Commanders' offense, 11 total yards in the first quarter, fewest in the first quarter since week 17, 2018, with 2 yards.
Yeah, that like you said, you have to start fast on the road because you get behind, the crowd gets involved. They got Micah Parsons, they got Rashawn Gary, they got some Van Ness, they got some guys over there, man, that they can't wait to get ahead to be able to do damage like that. But very flat, very, very, very flat for the offense to start. So yeah, started behind the 8 ball pretty early.
What did you think of? Let's start with the Jordan Love show, because he showed out tonight. He's been playing on fire the first 2 weeks. 19 of 31, 292, 2 touchdowns, was only sacked twice. What did you think about his performance? And maybe he's the key to the Packers going to the heights they want to get to.
He had a clean game, a very, very clean game. We didn't get pressure at any point during this game, really. For the most part, we didn't get. He had all the time he needed to throw, and no pressure. That's kind of what happens. And Jordan Love just proved that if you don't get any type of consistent pressure on him, he can pick you apart pretty easily. And that's what he did throughout the game. And he didn't have to do too much. He wasn't forcing anything. He let everything come to him. Like, this was honestly back to back great performances. And of course, not turning the ball over helps as well.
Let's stick with the Packers. You called it on the preview yesterday. You mentioned Josh Jacobs anytime touchdown, 23 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. 10th straight regular season game with a touchdown, a team record. You think about a team like the Packers with all the great history. He's one of those best running backs in the league. I know we talk about Saquon, Derrick Henry. Sure. He's top 5. Oh,
yeah. Absolutely. And very, very consistent, especially when you get in goal-to-goal situations. He's literally and figuratively money. And I sprinkle a little something on that, you know what I'm saying? So there is a positive for me personally, after this game. But Josh Jacobs is a touchdown machine. So he's going to be great going as the season goes on, especially since the offense is not all on him. He relieves Jordan Love of some pressure and vice versa. So he's probably going to score more than likely one of their first touchdowns of the game, probably each game. And Jordan Love can do the rest. Pretty damn good offensive line. Josh Jacobs running behind it. This is a damn good team right here. Since we're talking about offense, damn good offense, and we'll get to the other side of the ball.
Real quick, the backs and receivers, like I said, outside of that one guy I told you about, Tucker Kraft, everybody else was held in check. Matthew Golden had no catches. Dobbs 3 for 28. I mean, Wicks 4 for 44. We know Christian Watson's out, but Tucker Kraft, Crevonte, I told you.
One big son of a bitch! No bread, no water, just me.
Blocking and receiving. You saw the 57-yarder down the middle of the field, and then he had a touchdown, 20.7 average, 124 yards.
Amazing game, complete game. Gosh, 124 yards. Jesus Christ. Defensively for the Commanders, and I knew we would have a problem with this. The middle of the field, we don't have any guys that can cover tight ends, especially from the linebacking core. Will Harris, he got a holding penalty, and we are susceptible to tight ends, and that's not good moving forward. We're susceptible in the middle of the field, which means we're susceptible to tight ends. We definitely don't have no linebackers that can cover, and safeties, and that's a big guy, man. Will Harris couldn't do nothing with him. So yeah, that's going to be a problem moving forward. I don't know how we fix that. We might have to bring somebody in, but that's not good moving forward.
What did you think about the penalties today? 5 for the Commanders and 10 for the Packers, actually.
That's crazy. I'd have thought it was the opposite. It felt like the opposite. 5 penalties is not terrible. It's just that the times when they came on key, like key third downs, key times for the Packers to continue their drive. I think it was a couple holdings, which is not surprising because our offensive line is pretty solid, but you got some elite guys on that defensive front. So it was a couple holding penalties. I know it was a couple defensive holding penalties. So 5 penalties is actually not terrible. It's just the times in which they happen.
What did you think about JD5 today? We'll go to the quarterback and work our way to the rest of the Commanders. What did you think about JD5 today? He 24 42, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he was hit a lot, sacked 4 times. Mm-hmm. But he got it going as the game moved along a little bit.
It just started off flat, man. When it starts off flat, you get one-dimensional really quickly. As you can see, look at the running backs. Look at those numbers: 17, 17, 17. You know what I'm saying? Like that's terrible. Like we couldn't do nothing on the running front. And as far as JD5, I think this is the best thing I could take away from this game. JD5, along with the rest of the team, showed a lot of toughness. There was no quit. There was a lot of fight. Like that is what Coach Dan Quinn preaches: is play like a commander. That's playing like a commander. Continuous effort, not quitting, and continuing to fight. That is the best thing I could take away from this game. But he wasn't sharp. Wasn't great. He missed some passes. There were some drops. They played some good. They played good on the back end as far as coverage. Because they had such a good pass rush that allowed them to play a lot of zone coverage, which means all eyes was on JD5. So there was some that he missed, but it just wasn't many that was open this game. But he did what he absolutely could, and also some of that kind of came in garbage time. You know what I'm saying? But that's just I'm not going to quit. So I like that in the leader of my team. So he did not do great on the on the statistical side, but he showed a lot of heart today.
Real quick, Packers defense, 8 sacks, 3 touchdowns allowed, And that home field is crazy. They still at the game right now cheering for Micah Parsons on the post game. If they get home field, Crevonte,
It's a
it's going to
problem.
be a tough place to play.
Absolutely. And
real quick, the schedule at Browns, they go back to Dallas, the Micah Parsons reunion game, then the Bengals, which 2 out of the 3 are on the road. I think they could win all 3 of those. They could be 6-0.
Yeah. And by that time, I'll be interested to see what the Eagles' record would be, because my gosh, this team went from a solid defense to elite level defense, and they get home field. NFC got to go through Lambeau. I would lean the Packers right now, but it's still early. But it's funny, the schedule just came up, and they got an early bye too. But yeah, the Packers are looking really good if they can stay healthy. This is arguably the best team in the NFC.
You see the Micah Parsons numbers: 37 rushes, 21.6% pressure, half a sack. What do you think about this get off? Was that offsides? Because I seen him do it, Van Ness did it, or they just really timing it just right? Because it looked like some of those a little early.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's they picking up on the cadence. Like something has to give. Like every time, it's like every time they knew what the cadence is, and I'm like, oh, is there a tail? Like, what did they see on film that lets them know? Like, yo, what's I don't know what that is. And that's something that Cliff Kingsbury and JD5 have to pick up on, because 2 people getting crazy get offs, and I know Micah Parsons' get off is already crazy as it is, but 2 people's get off, like, y'all gotta switch that up, man. And my heavens, poor Josh Connerly Jr. What a rough night for the rookie right tackle. It couldn't do nothing with Micah Parsons. I couldn't even be mad. I couldn't even be mad. But my thing is, if you're gonna chip him, look, one of y'all stay inside and the other one get outside, because my gosh, he even got Laramie Tunsil with the inside move as well. But you can't allow a defense like the Packers to key in on your cadences. Like it was too much. It felt like just like you said, it felt like they were offsides. Like they kept doing it, bro. It was crazy.
Well, real quick, let me go back to JD5 and the offense and the coaching. What do you think about Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury, and Joe Witt Jr.? What do you think Cliff Kingsbury needs to do? Do you think, like I said in the group chat, he maybe needs to use more of JD5's athleticism, get him outside the pocket more, give him the option to run or throw on the move, and make the defense react to that instead of him just sitting back there and getting teed off on? Because this is not going to last. He only, 190 pounds?
Yeah, so I said this in the pregame. We got to get this defense moving east to west. You can't just drop back and pass. I hate JD5 in an empty. I hate when it's an empty backfield, because it gives a defense like this free range to tee off on him. I hate that. Cliff Kingsbury has to show some type of, and it's probably because they shut down the run relatively quickly, and it made it one-dimensional. But I felt like they should have been in a hurry up. Like what they did towards the end of the game in garbage time, they should have been doing that all game, just to keep a defense like that off balance. You gotta play fast, play quickly, have like the NASCAR offense, and have a sense of urgency, because no, you go when we go. We're not gonna give you a chance to set up. We're not gonna give you a chance to switch out defensive players. Like that, it should have been like that early, very, very, very early. But I just think that's something that's going to have to change moving forward. Just being able to adjust on the fly.
Did anybody on the O-line play good? I know we were ripping apart Conley. They even showed his numbers from the Giants game, which weren't that great either.
No.
Rough start for the rookie. Did anybody else on the offensive line play well? No, Laramie Tunsil. He's good for a false start every game in a whole.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna say no. Yeah, just as a whole, they did not play well. Again, that is an elite front, but if you're trying to be a contender, you got to find a way to block, You have to find, because your bread and butter is behind you. If he don't have time, none of this means anything. So no, we got whooped. We definitely got whooped at the line of scrimmage, and it showed, like, when Parcells, whether Parcells was in, whether he was out, it didn't matter. Like they whooped on us anyway. So no, the offensive line played subpar at best. And you said something about Joe Witt Jr. Couldn't do nothing against the run. I mean, if you're gonna allow a team like the Packers to continue to be balanced, the run and pass, and you can't stop the run, oh my gosh, you can't stop the run. You're not getting any pressure. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So we were outperformed, and it's safe to say we were outcoached as well.
All right, Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, only 4 carries. We saw what happened to Austin Eckler. It looks like it's going to be Bill's show moving forward. You trade away Brian Robinson, obviously. I guess they'll maybe move, one of the other running backs, Rodriguez, or one of them up during this time off, because I think Eckler's done. It looks like he's done.
It's probably a wrap on him.
Yeah, that may be his last play as a Commander. He may be done. So
I think as a football player, honestly.
Unfortunately, but this running game, you said the offensive line wasn't able to create many holes in the run game either. 19 carries for 51 yards, longest run only 8 yards.
Yeah, they suffocated our offense, suffocated our offensive line, suffocated JD5, because JD5 didn't have any crazy runs. Like you said, the longest was 8, 17, 17, 17. Like, what is going on here? Like, maybe these some numbers. Maybe these some numbers we should play. But that's the definition of us being bottled up. Like JD couldn't get off. Offensive line couldn't create any push, any holes. So now it's all on JD5 to pass. That's the worst when you're going up against Van Ness, Rashawn Gary, Micah Parsons. Like he just whooped up on our tackles. And the worst part is when Parsons and when Parsons was coming up the middle, like coming from the interior O-line. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was hard to watch. It was honestly very, very difficult to watch. But you can't run the football, they're gonna tee off on your quarterback. And JD5 got hit a lot. Again, the best thing that I'm gonna take away from this game is that he showed a lot of toughness, a whole lot of toughness. And I like that no quit mentality in my quarterback.
Zach Ertz, 6 for 64, 5 for 48 for Terry McLaurin. Debo, another touchdown, 7 for 44. Ertz, a touchdown. McCaffrey with the 19-yard reception. Noah Brown, looks like he had a drop as well that was crucial. I remember seeing he was out with injury. What did you think about the receivers today, Crevonte? I mean, you got to get more out of Scary Terry.
Absolutely. Yeah, money Terry. Money bag T. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? I need you to show up. You getting all this money. Like now. Oh no, Drewski.
Gotta make you laugh, man. Gotta make you laugh during the tough ones, man.
I appreciate it, man. But no, lackluster performance. Debo came on late. Zach Ertz, man. Zach Ertz is.
You wonder why they re-signed him. That's why. You see what he can still do.
He can still. He still is solid. He can still get it done. So yeah, but him and Debo, they both scored last game. They both scored last game. They both scored this game. I like that. Zach Ertz is probably the most consistent thing on the offensive side of the ball. Debo, I guess I could say him and Debo, but if it seems like Cliff Kingsbury couldn't get Debo involved soon enough, which takes away our dynamic abilities. So I'm glad Zach Ertz is still as solid as he is, but the receivers, thumbs down, absolute thumbs down. Christian McCaffrey got. I keep forgetting he on the damn team. He popped out, had a scramble, JD5 scrambled and threw it to him. I was like, wait, who is that? Is that McCaffrey? Oh my gosh! But Noah Brown hurt. Noah Brown hurt again, so that's not great.
Is he becoming a hurt guy? He's always hurt when he's on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we might be in the market to maybe pick up another wide receiver. But yeah, it's tough, man. It was tough, but lackluster performance was not great from the wide receiver room.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Special Teams, Crevonte. Yeah, that's right. Special Teams. We talk about it every week. Or maybe it was more like this. Let's start with some good though. Let's start with some good because we did have Deebo Samuel with a nice kick return for 50 yards, 2 for 78. McCaffrey had 1 for 25. Jalen Lane 3 for 50 with a 24-yard punt return.
Take that.
Even Tress Way, he played tonight. 4 punts inside, 3 inside the 20, a 55-yard, even one down at the 2 early in the game. But Matt Gay 1 for 3, 1 for 1 on extra points, but leave 6 points on the board for the Commanders.
Trash. We should have had a kicker competition. I was concerned about it when Dan Quinn decided not to bring in another kicker. I was like, we're just rolling with this guy. Like, I don't know nothing about this guy. Like, have y'all seen enough? And yeah, he's not it. He should stay in Green Bay. He should definitely stay in Green Bay tonight. Because those kicks, like those 50s is like the new norm now. You can't kick 50 plus. You shouldn't be a kicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got people kicking 60s. You know what I'm saying? And now 50 has become the new norm. He missed a 55 and a 52 or something like that. Just not good. And again, it wasn't 4 degrees. It wasn't no crazy. I don't think it was any crazy wind. Like, this was great football weather. Like, you got to make those kicks, especially on the road. Like, every possession, every point matters. And those are momentum shifts. Like, at the end of the game, at the end of halftime, when he missed it, and then the Packers got the ball, I was like, oh, they gonna kick a field goal. But luckily, McManus, he doinked it. So, you know what I'm saying? So we kind of got lucky, you know what I'm saying, on that one. But he's not it. He should get his pink slip relatively soon, and we need to go back and go into the kicker market. Hopefully we use this mini buy as an opportunity to get another guy in there, because Matt Gay is not it.
Let's hear from Coach Quinn, some of his post-game sound, Crevonte.
Then in critical situations where in man coverage, like
guys.
We can begin. I thought just starting off, just tough night, honestly, from an injury standpoint and in game. We used the weekend to see where we're at from the injuries. I don't want to, make a guess, and so I'll give you those updates on Monday. Give credit to Green Bay. I thought they played a hell of a game. Certainly down the red zone. I thought that was the real difference for them converting into some touchdowns there, and for us only one trip down to the red zone. So, all that said, I'll get ready to get rocking with you.
You guys struggled a lot offensively just to get anything going.
Yes. What
was going so right for them and wrong for you guys?
Yeah, I thought just getting behind, I thought that was a big piece of it. And then I thought coming out of the half, got a nice return to get going. And at that point, I thought we'd get ready to go back into it. And then those score later, we were behind. But I just felt like we didn't find the rhythm, John, that we needed to. Really from Jump Street, didn't feel like the third downs, our conversions in that space were at a spot that we need them to be.
Was their speed more disruptive than you anticipated, maybe?
Not more than we anticipated. We'd seen that on tape. I thought they just played fast. They played aggressive. That wasn't more. Just didn't hit the marks that we wanted to hit for sure.
Thoughts on head coach Dan Quinn?
This is tough. Obviously, anytime things don't go well, you have to go to leadership. So, and take accountability. This was a short week on the road against a very hot Green Bay team who is looking like a championship contender. I'm not sure how much more prepared you could have made this team. Because as you can see, it looked fatigued. It looked like fatigue out there on both, probably mainly on defense, but as a team, just looked fatigued. And once you fatigue, that's when the injuries pile up. And short week on the road in Lambeau, hostile environment. This is definitely on him, but I'm not sure what more, what I'm saying, he could have done on a short week.
Real quick, yesterday we talked about the Commanders not winning in Lambeau since 1988.
88.
The last win in Lambeau Field was 16-7 in 1986. So, man, it's the woes in Green Bay continue for the Commanders as well. You talked about the injuries as well. They did honor Crevonte Sterling Sharp, 2025 Hall of Fame inductee, member of the Packers from 1988 to 1994, brother of Shannon Sharp as well. So good to see him honored as well.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Outstanding receiver, and glad he was able to get into the Hall of Fame. The only brothers, if I'm not mistaken, to be in the Hall of Fame together, which is outstanding. But his career was cut short, but he did enough to still be considered one of the best at that position. So absolutely well deserved from Mr. Sharp.
You get the mini bye, like you said, Crevonte, then you play a Las Vegas Raiders team. And if my prediction is correct, I'm on an island by myself. They might be 2-0 coming into Landover in 2 weeks on the 21st, 1 p.m. That's my bold prediction. Hey, we'll see what happens on Monday night. But that will be an interesting matchup potentially. But coming west to east, 1 p.m. kickoff, extra time for the Commanders. Maybe get some guys healthier.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this matchup? Because you're going to have to stop the run again.
Absolutely.
Chip Kelly coming to the NFCs.
So again, welcome back. This will be a test for everyone. This will be a test for the coaching staff. This will be a test for the players. How are you able to bounce back? Going back home, got a team coming from Vegas, coming from west to east. How do you bounce back at home? Can you bounce back at home? Can you get healthy? Can you, get back to the drawing board and play Commander, get back to playing Commanders football? Because the Raiders have some very good pieces on offense and defense. We talk about Brock Bowers, the young phenom at tight end. He is absolutely going to be a problem. And I just told you, Byron, we have a problem guarding tight ends. So what you think he going to do to us? So trying to find a way to contain him, I think that's pretty high on the list. And of course, containing Max Crosby, you know what I'm saying? Like those are things that we absolutely have to do. Can't allow the rookie Genty to get off on us and Geno Smith. No 300-yard performances. We absolutely cannot allow that. But I do think we'll be able to score. Just we got to be opportunistic about getting turnovers on defense. Man, have to.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out for that, Crevonte. I think we pretty much hit everything 1-1. Season is still early. How you feeling after 2 games, a divisional game, and then a trip to Lambeau? Then you come back home. It's no easier there because Las Vegas is not going to be easy.
No, absolutely not. I'm cool. Like I said, I did not think we were going to win this game. I thought it was too much up against us, like externally to pull out this game. But I do think we will get back on track, going back home, being able to regroup for our next game. So I'm cool. I'm cool with how things played out, because listen, sometimes you need to kick to get your butt kicked to really show who you are. And I think I'd rather this happen early in the season as opposed to later. Josh Connolly will learn from this. The offensive line, I believe, will be better for this. And nobody's going to forget this game. Absolutely not. So I'm fine with the 1-1 and head back home.
Great news for the Ohio State running back Quinshaw Judkins. He's a full participant in practice today, so we'll see him in Baltimore on Sunday getting his first NFL snaps.
It's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun. So welcome back, Flacco, and we get a little see a little Quinshaw Judkins, my guy.
Real quick injury news: Brock Purdy out potentially 2 to 5 weeks with turf toe. Crevonte.
My gosh, the 49ers look like remind me of y'all that one year where y'all had wild injuries, man. The injury bug just continuing to bite the 49ers, man, and it's kind of hard to overcome that because now Mac Jones is the quarterback?
Mac Jones and also George Kittle's on IR too, so he'll miss at least the next 4 games too.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Who's the next couple matchups?
Yeah, I'll look at the schedule for you real quick. Let me find out.
Because they I don't care who they play, it's gonna be tough.
They have the Saints on Sunday, which will be close, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Saints, Jaguars, Rams.
Wait, I'm sorry. You said
Buccaneers.
Saints. Wait, you said Saints, Buccaneers.
Saints, Cardinals, Jaguars, Rams.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Without your starting quarterback, I honestly don't see you winning. So the Saints game may be close because the Saints are not a great team, but the rest of them, yeah, I can see them dropping the rest of them. And depending, you said 2 to 5, so it may not be 5, it could be 3. You know what I'm saying? But the Saints game is probably the only winnable game out of this stretch. I mean, even with Purdy, you know what I'm saying? These are all tough matchups. But yeah, the Saints is probably the only winnable one.
I think that's all we got, Crevonte. Let the people know what we do before heading into the Commanders game for the week and after each Washington Commanders game. Best content in the Commanders community, best 2-man duo.
Yes, for sure. Every week we do pre-games in the middle of the week, sometimes Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, whatever we can find. Probably more than not Thursday. And we do our post game immediately after, so you get my live and instant reaction about how I felt, my analysis, the good, the bad, the ugly, and you get my raw emotions. So we try our best to make it entertaining, make it fun. Even when the Commanders lose, I'm still gonna show up and tell you how I feel. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If we got beat, we got beat. If we got beat bad, we got beat bad. If we won, it's gonna be hooray, and if we lose, it's gonna be like dog it. So check that out every week. We got a mini bye coming up. So Byron, you'll be on for the Ravens side of things, but I get a Sunday Sunday a little bit. So just look out for that preview post game after each and every Commanders game.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we will do a preview next week heading into the Raiders game. So look for that, as Crevonte said, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday. And then, of course, on Sunday, immediately following the game, we will be live with the Commanders post-game show following the game with the Raiders. And, yeah, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the bell. Watching on X, come on over to YouTube. And that's pretty much all we got, Crevonte, the senior producer. Only place giving you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Throw your ones up, acknowledge us. We'll be live episode 506 on Monday. This weekend, we'll be live for the Canelo and Crawford fight. Might get a preview for that. We got a Maryland football preview to get out there, Ravens preview. So a lot of content coming up this weekend here on the Flex Zone podcast. Commanders lose 27-18. We'll be back at it next week. Hopefully they can bounce back here on the Flex Zone podcast. Thank you everybody for watching. We're putting the kids to bed. Happy Friday. It is now September 12th. Have a great weekend, Commanders fans. We'll see you next week with more content. And this weekend we'll be live with the Ravens post-game show following the game with the Browns. For Crevonte, shout out to everybody in the chat. We gone. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Thank you for watching.